maggots.
Right. Last review of the year. Let's get it out of the way, so that way we can finally get to the top 10 of 2016. Now, we got Avenged Sevenfold, The Stage.
The Stage.
The Stage. A lot of firsts with this album. Well, first off, this is their 7th album, and this is the first album with their new label, Capitol Records. They've been with Warner Brothers for a long time, and they finally got rid of them after that lawsuit and everything. They've gone to a new label. This is their first album with one of their new drummers, Brooks Wackerman.
No rev.
Also, this is their longest album to date, beating out City of Evil by 1 minute.
Really?
Yeah.
You would know that.
Yeah.
Encyclopedia.
Now, with The Stage, this is an album where it requires a lot of listens to know what exactly Avenged Sevenfold is trying to do with this one. I'll admit that the first time I heard this album, I thought it was very odd.
It is odd.
Especially after the way Hail to the King was like 3 years ago. I said nobody knew what direction Avenged Sevenfold was going to go with in the next album.
Yeah.
So this completely threw me off. So I do like it though.
Yeah, it's very diverse, but it's just like not an Avenged Sevenfold. Like when I think of Avenged Sevenfold, I think of like these really intricate melodic ideas. And like while it does have that, it's just like some of the songs are just like you have a hard time believing that Avenged Sevenfold made them.
A little bit. Yeah,
for me.
Like I said, it requires another listen because Avenged Sevenfold is doing something very different here.
Yeah, for sure. When we get down to it, what do you like about this?
It's very, I mean, I hate to use the word, but really progressive compared to what they've done in their past material.
It is. It's just a lot different.
You hear things, with each listen of this album, you hear things that you might have not heard on the, on the previous listens, and that's what brings out this album pretty strongly.
I know Avenged Sevenfold fans are going to hate me for this, but like, my tone for Avenged Sevenfold is like when I hear them is Beast and the Harlot.
Yeah.
So, like, that's just like that's the Avenged Sevenfold that I'm used to hearing. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Let's go through each aspect of it. So vocally, it's pretty similar.
Yeah, I think vocally, M Shadows, he sounds. I thought with my first listen anyway, I thought he sounded a little bit tired on this album. Maybe initially when I just heard the title track, I said, "Wow," I said his voice is taking a toll on him. I said, but it does. Even out a little bit as you listen to the album. So I said, okay, he doesn't sound as tired as when I just heard one song.
Right.
I said, but he has progressed since he did have surgery, on his vocal cords, like a lot of metal vocalists have had. He had that problem. Yeah, a lot of vocalists have had that problem, and he's accustomed to, that surgery that he had, and he still sounds good.
Yeah. That's a hard thing to kind of bounce back from. I don't know. Guitar-wise. Also, that is one of the first things that I noticed. Like I said, dude, just to me, it sounded like a very different Avenged Sevenfold. It doesn't move like traditional Avenged Sevenfold.
No.
Like, you know what I mean? It's just the flow of the record is just like not Avenged Sevenfold. It's usually like fast, double bass, like, you know what I mean? And then they're doing those. So, I don't know. I mean, the first listen through, I was kind of like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how I feel about this.
I said the same thing. I said, I'm a big fan of this band, but I said, I don't know how I feel about this album.
Yeah.
I said, this is very strange.
Yeah.
But, after a few listens, I've grown to really like it.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it might be worth, listening to it again, but I don't know. Like I said, my first listen was just like, I was like, I don't know what to, make of this. Let's get to the drums. Because this was arguably one of the hardest things probably for this band to get accustomed to now.
Yeah, another new drummer.
Yeah.
Their last drummer left a couple of years ago, and they've had to go with this new drummer. We have to go with Brooks.
And he's not bad.
No, he's not bad.
He's not bad. Is it the same level of past Avenged Sevenfold, though?
No, I mean, the Rev, obviously, is in his own entity before he passed away.
Yeah.
And then, and then with Nightmare, when Mike Portnoy stepped in and did that album, Mike Portnoy's... Obviously, he's a legend. And then Aaron Illahai on Hail to the King. Hail to the King was such a simplistic album for them that it didn't showcase the drummer that he was.
Exactly.
So he never got to show just how good he was.
Yeah.
But bringing in another drummer, he definitely shows that he's very good on this one. Why did he get rid of him?
Did he just leave?
Yeah, he just left.
This guy looks like he's kind of fitting in well. I mean, at least he kind of seemed like he meshed with what they made. So, I don't know. Maybe it's a new start for Avenged Sevenfold, and maybe they'll, the sound that they were shooting for here, maybe they'll be able to kind of evolve on that, and maybe we'll get a more progressive Avenged Sevenfold.
Mm-hmm. Now, lyrically, some things I noticed. I think this is their first concept album.
I had no idea what's going on with this lyrically.
You know, I had to look into it a little bit, and I looked into it, and then I listened to it again. You know, this album has themes such as artificial intelligence, self-destruction of society, nuclear warfare. What was another one? Simulation hypothesis, which is the idea that that reality is just a simulation. I listen to some weird shit. And then obviously religion was another one.
Yeah. I mean, some of them are like you can tell, but like there's just some of the songs I was just like, all right, I don't know. Maybe it's because I only listened to it like twice, but I listened to it that one time when we were driving, and then I listened to it another time when we were planning to review this earlier, so I listened to it again. So I don't know. Maybe I need to listen to it again. I
know lyrically I had no clue at first.
Yeah,
But, then I saw what they were trying to portray in here, and I said, oh, okay, I get it now.
Yeah. I'm just never a huge Avenged Sevenfold fan, but I do have a lot of respect for them, because they used to have, like, a couple of their songs when I was in high school were, like, bangers. Mm-hmm. So, like, I don't know.
I was diehard in high school. I'm still a fan.
Yeah, a lot of people still are. A lot of people never fell off. So.
Yeah. But, I mean, does the stage bring out the best of the band? It's up to debate.
Know. Yeah, it is really up to debate, because there's not really much to base it on. You know what I mean? That they've never really. I don't know. This is a very different record from them. So.
I mean, it's a strange album, but once you've listened to it enough times, it really starts to grow on you, and I really like it.
All right, awesome.